Hello, people. Just got back from a run. It's evening. I got done with work, and I wanted to talk about something that happened at work. It's pretty brief. So, someone ordered a pizza over the phone, and I talked to them for about 3 minutes about a small pizza. Because they're like, "Oh, can it feed more than one person? How big is it?" And I was like, it's 14 inches diameter. Depends on how much someone eats, because I can't eat a whole one, but also I've seen my brothers eat a whole one themselves. So it was like a long discussion. And they said something along, they said basically, yeah, we'd like a small, please. And then immediately after that, they said, wait, maybe we'll do a large instead. And I was like, oh, and I said, okay. And I scribbled out small, and I wrote down large. And they said, yeah, I want a meat lovers, please. And please make sure that the crust is extra well done. I was like, okay, cool. I already slightly overcook our pizzas because our instructed amount leaves the crust very doughy. And no one likes doughy crust, really, in my experience, so I always overcook it just a little bit so the crust is more firm. But, so I go and I make their pizza, and I make it a large meat lovers pizza, put it in the oven, get it out of the oven so it's well done, but it's not overcooked at all. Like, the crust is a little bit extra crispy, but nothing's burnt. It was like what I would consider perfectly done. Nothing's burnt. And then the customers come in eventually. They come in right as I'm taking it out of the oven. And so I have the pizza box in front of me. I take it out of the oven, scoop it out with the pizza pan, put it down into the box, and they're watching me do this. And I'm grabbing the pizza slicer to slice it up for them. And they go, that looks really burnt. And so I take the box and I turn it around so they could see it better. I say, it doesn't look burnt to me. It looks pretty well done, just like you asked. I made sure the crust was extra crunchy for you guys. It looks like what I would consider perfect. My kitty wants to come inside. You want to go inside, Luna? Hi, girl. Come here. You want to come here? She is my kitty. She's fluffy. She doesn't really like it outside here. It still makes her very nervous, and understandably so, because there's a bunch of other cats that live around here. And they're all like barn cats. They're pretty rough and tumble. And we also got predators around here. But yeah. So oh, it's burnt. And I go, well, this is what it looks like. You wanted it extra well done, so I made sure it was extra well done. And yeah, so I go, well, I can make you another one if you want me to, but that's going to take me a while because I have to put it together and I have to cook it. And she goes, no, it's fine. We'll take it. Say, hi, kitty. She doesn't want pets right now. She's nervous. But, yeah. So I give them their pizza, and they take it up to the front counter because the deli where I work, so the front of the store is right there. I work in the back there, and the register is up front. And so they take it up to the front to pay for it, and my coworker, really nice older lady, rings it up. Is like, okay, that's going to be $22.25. And she's like, and so the lady does a double take and is like, what the heck? Why is this so expensive? And my coworker goes, oh, it's because it's a large. And she's like, whoa, we ordered a small. And I go, and I'm confused. And my coworker says, well, he might have messed up. We've been really busy today, which we have been. It was historically busy. It's probably the busiest day we've had all year. And so oh, we'll get you. We'll just charge you for a small, and you can keep the large. And then it's and so they do that, and the lady goes, oh, thank you, but I'm going to go talk to that young man at the deli. And so she comes back to me to talk to me, and I'm just thinking, okay, what'd I do this time? And so she comes back to talk to me, and she's like, we ordered a small. Why did you make us a large? We're not paying for a large. And I explained to her, ma'am, when you were talking to me, we talked about getting you a small, and then you, after ordering a small, you said, you know what, actually we're going to get a large. She said, no, I never said that. I was thinking aloud. And I was just looking at her like, okay, we can charge you for a small, I guess. I didn't say it that way. I did customer service the entire time. And yeah, so she got the pizza and left. And then my coworker came and talked to me about it, and it was like, and I told him, so also I failed to mention, I was talking to the lady, she's like, yeah, we ordered a small and you gave us a large. And I said, well, over the phone you said, well, maybe we want a large instead. And she said, no, I never said that. My husband was there and heard me never say that. And so this brings me to today's topic, which is absolutes. Whenever you're ordering food, you need to speak in absolutes. Like, I want this. I would like this. Give me this. What a lot of people do when they're ordering food is they'll say things like, and I might want a little bit of onion and maybe some cucumber, and I think I might want a few tomato slices. What that does not mean, I'm thinking about getting some of this. Yes, I would like some of this. Maybe I want a little bit of tomato. Yes, give me tomato. No, saying maybe a little bit of tomato, I might want some pickles. What that really means is give me tomato and pickles. That is what that means in this job, in this line of work, because I make a lot of sandwiches. That's what our main thing that we sell is sandwiches. And so, yeah, that was that way. And it was like, this is the first time I've ever had where a lady was like, yeah, maybe I would like this instead. And they didn't mean it. And that frustrates me because this is just how people order food. Like, this is just how it goes. And this person does it the same way everyone else does. And that's where the mix-up happened. And that frustrates me. So all this to say, next time you're ordering food, do not say, maybe give me some of this. I might want a little bit of that. No, tell me, give me pickles, give me tomato. I want lettuce on it. I want light cucumber. Speak in absolutes. And she did Fluffy. I don't know if you can see her. Hi, baby. Hi, Fluff. She's so pretty. Yeah, tell me. How are you, sweet girl? Yeah, she's a good girl. Anyway, bye.